Hello to all my lively ladies, you're very welcome back. My name is Trish and you're very welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we have a 30-minute strength workout. I'm going to sculpt a strong body at home. Let's get ourselves warmed up now, just step touching. You can move off the spot if you like, or you can stay on the spot if you find the coordination a little easier. Crisscrossing the arms over the body, that's great. So we're just waking up the chest muscles as well as the muscles in the lower body. And it's very possible to get strong at home. You don't have to be going to gyms and lifting heavy weights to bring some strength into your body. You can do it at home with light weights, and you can do it on a regular basis as well, okay? Much easier, much more convenient. Just pick up those weights and go. That's great. Now let's reach the arms up above our head. Now if you don't want to do that, just leave them down in front of your tummy. That's fine. Good. Nice stretch there if you can get them above your head. Stretch out that trunk while we keep the heart rate elevated, or get that heart rate elevated. Well done. Now get your breathing going as well. It's important to exaggerate the breaths. Get in nice big deep breaths into the lungs. Fill up the lower part of the lungs as well. And then push all that air out through pursed lips, like you're blowing out a candle. That's it. Let's hear those big deep breaths. And breathe it all out. Good. Let's change up the arms now. Keep the legs moving. 4 and 3. Good. 2 and 1. Now let's make the leg move a little bit bigger. So we're getting a nice feel, a nice stretch there. You're feeling a nice stretch on your groin there, your adductors or your inner thighs. Good. Go a little faster now if you can, or just keep the pace nice and slow if you feel you need to do that. Good. You can start introducing arms again. Some nice hammer curls here. That's it. Contract the muscles now. I always like to get the muscles to actually contract with each movement rather than just flying arms and limbs all over the place. Now I'm going to change the legs into a leg curl after 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Now kick your rear from here in that region. Just warming up the hamstrings here, back of your thighs, stretching out the knees here, and it's a nice stretch into the quad at the front, your thigh muscles at the front. Keep those hammer curls going for me. Great. Big deep breaths, don't forget to breathe. With all these different actions and movements of the body and the limbs, you do forget to breathe. You might find yourself holding your breath. So get that air in, get oxygen flowing. That's it. You might be able to get that heel a little bit closer to your bottom now. Good. Kick and kick. 10 more. Then we're going to kick the legs out to the front. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Now kick out to the front. Now while we kick out to the front, I'll let you know what we're doing today. So we have 12 exercises, 12 strength exercises. Now I'm going to be mixing, you can see here the weights on the chair here. I'm going to be mixing between weights today. So if you have a selection of weights, have them around or have them handy. You will need a chair for one of the exercises, or you may want to do it down on the floor. It's up to you. But if you don't want to go down to the floor, have your chair handy, and you might need your chair for one of the exercises coming up for a different exercise. So just have one around. That's great. Kick a little higher. 15 seconds transition today, or rest period. 45 to do the work. And as always, you can increase the rest time if you feel 15 seconds is too much. Okay. Punch out now. Good. Punch, punch. Now we have a little bonus exercise at the end. You can do a body weight if you want. It's just to rev up that heart rate before we finish out, or you can add a light pair of weights to it if you want to. Okay, so an extra move today at the end of round 2. Punch out. Good. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold your legs about shoulder distance apart. Stretch across. Come up onto your toe just to increase the stretch there. That's it. Punch across and punch. Good. Keep your breathing going. breathe out, breathe in. That's it. Nice stretch for the trunk area. Well done. Feel those rib cage muscles stretching out nicely. Good flexibility there for the torso. Well done. Let's go 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Circle those arms. Watch anything above your head. Circle around. That's it. Loosen out those joints. It's nice to do this now first thing in the morning. Feeling a little bit tight there in the chest. Now we go the other way. That's it. Well done. Now let's get started with our workout. I want you just to keep we'll do your stationary walks just to wake up your ankles a little bit. And while you do that, I'll show you the first move. So now choose your weights here. This one now you might find lighter weights might be a bit better for you. So what we're doing is we're doing our narrow squat down to the floor and then reaching up the weights over the head. And reach. Now if you can't reach weights above your head, if you have shoulder problems, just bring them up in front of your chest, okay? And reach up. You can do a little mini squat if you want to as well. You don't have to be going really deep into the squat. You can actually even use that chair you have handy. Sit down on the chair and then reach the weights above your head. Stand up and reach them above your head. Lots of options. Let's get going with that one now. So 15 seconds to get ready. Don't forget to have a little bit of water handy because we will have a little break in between each round today. Okay, take in that air now for me. Engage your abdominal muscles. Let's get ready for exercise 1. Here we go. Reach up. This is a nice fun exercise to get the endorphins flowing. And reach up. Good. You can bring the weights out wide to the side like this if you like. You can feel your lats working, your latissimus dorsi muscles working a little bit more when you do that angle. Nice to change up the angle a little bit of each move. Good. So make sure you keep your back straight here. Don't round your shoulders. So you don't want to be doing this. All right, nice straight back. Just imagine, just send your tailbone to the floor. Imagine your tailbone going down, down, down to the floor. Good. Keep your head in neutral, neck and spine in neutral position. Well done, that went quick. Okay, now some glute squeezes and bicep curls. Now you decide whether you want to change up or not. So we're going to go with 2 glute squeezes. We'll actually combine the bicep curl. I think it's nice when you combine it. Okay, so join me when you're ready. Take a little bit longer if you need that extra few seconds to rest. Now squeeze out your glutes. Squeeze. And let's see some biceps contracting there for me. Nice strong arms. That's it. Good. And squeezing out those glutes. So you should feel a little bit of a contraction in your butt cheeks. Hopefully you are. Hopefully your glutes have not switched off on you, which is a very common problem with our lifestyles we lead today, with our sedentary lifestyles. So if you're not feeling your glutes, it's time to get up and do lots of glute squeezes and bridges and exercises like that. Okay, I'm going to hold on to these weights here for push press. So it's a little push of the legs, press over the head, okay? These are 3 kilograms each. All right, abs engaged, push press. Sit down, push press. So you're using the legs to help you lift the weights above your head. And therefore you may be able to lift a little heavier. That's why I stayed with these weights for push press. But if this was a strict shoulder press, it'd be quite challenging. Good. Sit your hips down, reach above your head. Keeping the back straight as always. Air in and push the air out to get weight above your head. Very important. That's it. Good. Hold that air and push it out just as you bring those weights above your head. That's it. That protects the spine. Now we've got some chest adduction. So that means we're just bringing the weight across the front of the body to work the pectorals. You can start if you don't need any rest. You get your heart rate up if you go from one to the other quite quickly. That's it. Bring it over towards your opposite shoulder. It's quite a small range of movement, but you'll feel the chest muscles there, front of the shoulder working. Good, keep your spine now nice and tall, don't lean backwards. Well done. Now we're going into some shoulder work next. So if you have been using heavier weights, you might want to go down, just see how you go with it. Round 1 is always an experiment for me. Round 2, I usually have it down. I know exactly what I'm going to do. Good. That's it. And across. Well done. So we're doing some combination move here. I'll show you now in the break. So we're going to go with some lateral raises, front raises. Okay? So a lateral meaning out to the side, working the middle deltoid. Front raises, obviously to the front, working the front deltoids. So a nice combination move. If you're in a rush, you don't have a lot of time in your day to exercise, but you want to commit most days of the week, these exercises are great. Now you can stagger the legs as well. Sometimes I do that if I'm feeling fatigued or if I'm feeling the lower back kicking in. I'll change up the leg position. Sometimes this stance here can really help with that. And lift. Good. Keep going. Well done. And lift up to the front. Got some tricep kickbacks coming next. Now I'm going to use the chair for that one. Well done. Okay, I'm going to stick with the 3 kilograms, one side at a time. Now I'm going to rotate the chair for this. All right. And I'm using the chair, excuse me, sorry for the noise. I'm using the chair as support. Now, make sure the elbow is tucked into the side of your body here. The other arm is long and is supported on the chair, or you're using the chair for support. And go backwards. Sorry, bring that weight back behind you, I should say. Good, we'll do the other arm next, so don't rush it, take your time. Challenge here is keeping the elbow suspended. Good, and then keeping the upper arm still as the lower arm moves forward and back. Good, abs engaged now. Good, use your abdominal muscles to protect your back. Keep your back straight as well. Well done. Are you feeling the back of the arm there? Yeah. Okay, now we're going to change over to the other arm. Come up and give yourself a little breather if you need to, or if not, get ready. Okay, you can go straight away if you don't need 15 seconds rest. I know some of you are getting so fit out there, you're bypassing all the rest, or you're doing something in the rest. Same move here now. Kick back with the dumbbell, keeping the arm elevated there. Good. Well done. Use your breathing, breathe in, breathe out. Now I'm going to use the chair next again for a split squat or a stationary lunge with a shoulder press. Now if you don't want to use a weight with the next one, you're just learning the exercise, leave it out or go a little bit lighter. The chair is going to assist you with the split squat or stationary lunge. Okay. Right, so you're going to put your one hand on the chair, put the weight on your shoulder, down you go, push the weight above your head. Now you can do a little lunge, a mini lunge, if you're not used to lunging or you just feel that they are a very advanced exercise for you. Maybe introduce it with a little, just a small range of movement. Concentrate using the chair here to help with balance and coordination. If you don't need it, let go. That's fine. Good. Reach up to the ceiling. Get that long arm up to the ceiling for me. Good. Hips square facing to the front. You don't have to get that knee all the way down to the floor. If you're very flexible, you'll probably find you can do that. Good work. Well done. And of course we've the other side to do. Now if you need the chair, rotate it to the other side. I'm going to go myself body weight this time. Now it's very important if you're not using any assistance, very important if the tummy muscles pulled in either way. But you'll most definitely need the assistance of those abdominals without that chair. This side I always find a little bit trickier for me. Good, reach up, using the other arm for counterbalance. Wonderful, wonderful lower body exercise this. It really trains and sculpts and shapes that lower half. Good. Now again, you don't have to add the shoulder press. I'm just trying to fit in as many muscle groups as I can because time is short. Now I've got some back work coming next, some back rows. I'm going to double up the weights again. Well done, good work. Okay, now we're going to go with a back row. So we're going to get into position, abs engaged before you bend forward. Drive the weights. Put those elbows back behind you. Good. Keep your neck relaxed. Keep your neck in line with your spine. That's it. Pull those elbows back behind you. Breathe in, breathe out. I want you to just slightly bring your shoulder blades together there behind you. So you really feel the trapezius and the rhomboids working hard, your posture muscles. That's it. Good. Back to the chair next. Now we're going to do chair hamstring curls, one leg at a time, or you can take it down to the floor if you want to. Use a mat if you're on a hard surface. If you're on a carpet, you should be fine. Well done. Okay, body weight now to work the hamstrings. All right, let's go. We'll rotate the chair, push it up against something sturdy so it doesn't move. And we're going to bring the leg up and then push the leg out, curl it in. Okay, make sure the other leg is stationary there on the floor. Your toes are facing to the front to support the weight of the body. So you're supporting your weight on 2 hands, 1 leg. Try and curl that leg in, push out. Curl the leg in, push out. Good. And again, like the tricep kickback, we've got to try and keep this leg suspended for almost a minute. So that's challenging. 10 seconds to go. Good, keep going with it. 5 seconds. Push back, 2 seconds. Now come up tall, shake out the leg, give yourself a little rest. Now we've 1 move left, that's the other leg. And then we will get going, we will have a little break and get going with round 2. Okay, and we'll have that bonus move at the end of round 2. That's it, push back. Lovely, really lovely exercise there. It really isolates the hamstring, the back of your thigh there. Contract now, don't swing your heel in towards your bum. Actually contract, like you're squeezing water out of a sponge. That's it. Squeeze the water out for me. Extend that leg. Try your best to keep the hips square and facing the floor. I know I have difficulty with that with these exercises on all 4s, or sorry, well 3 here. Good, do your best. 2 seconds and you're there. Well done. That was excellent. Good work. Actually, 12 moves and I'm really feeling every muscle in the body worked. Okay, let's have a little break now. Just let those wrists relax a little bit. Let the heart rate come down a little bit if it came up a little bit too high for you. And I'll see you back here in a moment. Make sure you have a drink of water. Hello everyone, you're very welcome back. Now let's get going with round 2. Okay, first move of the squat and the arm raises. So choose what weight you feel you can cope with here and that you can get through each move. Remember, a small squat will do fine. You don't have to be doing anything too deep. Okay, down we go. And reach up. And if you want to do that wide reach, it's great. You can really feel it hitting the latissimus dorsi muscle there, that very large muscle group in your mid to lower back. The swimmer's muscle. Good. Keep your head now and your spine in a nice straight line in a neutral position. Good. Narrow squat is great. I think it's a lot easier, the narrow squat, than doing a traditional squat. But again, if you're still having issues, you can always just sit down in your chair, tap it out, stand up and reach the weights above your head if you can. Good. You can see how You keep your back nice and straight there with that one, okay? All right, now the glute squeezes. So I'll head up for these. Glute squeezes, bicep curl. All right, I'll head bring up the weight for this one. So we're just squeezing out the back side. Get the legs going first. That's it. And oops, get that weight, balance. Good. Finding that balance, a little tricky round two. And squeeze. Good, so we're focusing here on, first of all, our balance. If you rush into it like I did, you might fall over. So take your time. That's it, squeeze, that's it. Feel the glute muscle squeezing there. And the biceps. Curl those weights up towards your shoulders there. Well done. A few seconds to go. That's it, great. Now push press. And hang on to these. If you're feeling tired, don't be afraid now. You can always switch down or just even try body weight. Now push press. I like this exercise because you can use your legs to help out with the smaller muscle groups. Okay, push over your head. Good, now use your breath. Good, breathe in. Breathe out, that's it. Well done. Right up, long arms up to the ceiling for me. Good. We're going to work the chest next. So we have those chest adductions. If you hear adduction, it just means you're bringing a limb across the body or back in towards the midline of your body. That's all. Adduction. Abduction is the opposite. You're bringing the limb away from the midline. Good. Well done. Ooh, feeling the shoulders burning there the last few reps. Now if you don't want any rest, bring it across, adduct, ADD. Good, bringing it across in towards your midline. The midline is an imaginary line down the center of your body. Good. It's used as a reference point if you're studying human anatomy. Good. And across, that's it. Well done. Very small range of movement, but very powerful exercise, particularly if you go up in weight a little bit. That's it. And again, I'm using my breathing to help my lower back. Your breathing really, really does. If you can get that coordination with the breath, it really does help to protect your lower back because you're filling your torso, your trunk up with air, and that helps protect the back. Good. Keep going, just there now. Well done. Okay, just rest out the arms, even if you need to put the weights down for a few seconds because it's challenging to hold weights continuously. Now we have our lat raises or front raises. Okay, so abdominals pulled in nice and tight, feeling that tension in around your midsection. Lat raises, front raises. Good. Lat and front. And I like to go out a little bit of an angle there with those lat raises. I just find it helps me with my shoulders a little bit. It takes pressure off that shoulder joint. Good. Breathe out. Breathe in as those weights come back down. Breathe out as they come back, as they come out. That's it. Keep going with your breathing, coordinated. And you can see I'm not rushing it. I'm not looking for hundreds of reps. Few good quality reps done on a regular basis, a couple of times a week, is far more achievable. Okay, now triceps. So this is the one with the chair, or you can just do it yourself or go up against a wall. You don't have to do it, this one with a chair. All right, I'll lift it this time, making loads of noise. Okay, right, abs engaged, kick back. Look down, take pressure off your neck. Good. And I want you to really feel the back of the arm working here. So you'll feel great. First of all, you'll feel it more if you pick a weight that's challenging you, especially towards the last few reps. The last few reps you should be really feeling you need to put the weight down. Then you know you're using a weight that's challenging you. Good. If you're feeling it right from the start, it might overwhelm you and you might end up with poor or incorrect form. Keep that upper part of your arm very stationary. Good. Well done. Okay, come up, give it a rest, shake out your wrists there. You might be feeling a bit of tension in it. Well done. Now if you want, you can try it yourself. You don't need a chair. I just like that, you know, having that sensory touch of the chair or the wall or a kitchen table to help me out with this exercise. Sometimes I do my single arm rows using my kitchen table as well. Just holding on to something helps keep the body very still as you target and aim for that muscle group there, the tricep, back of your arm. And just in case you're not familiar, have you ever wondered why it's called a tricep? It's just simply called a tricep because it has 3 heads. It attaches onto the bone at 3 points, and the bicep has two heads, attaches onto the bone at 2 points. Just a bit of trivia there for you. Good. And kick back. Well done. Well done. Now we have the split squats with or without assistance, so you choose. Now, it's actually nice having the chair if you're feeling like you're having a bit of an off day with your balance. And then pull my belly button in and reach up. Now if you want to work on balance, try this body weight and let go of the chair. You don't have to be bringing your knee down, right down to the floor. You don't need to be doing that full range movement if you're not used to this exercise. Partial range, just get used to it. That's it, good. It's a wonderful exercise to strengthen and tone that lower part of your body. Now it'll also bring in the tummy muscles. Now your brain really senses a lot of instability here, particularly if you're lifting a weight. So your abs will be switched on for you here. You may not be crunching, but they're working hard for you. Well done. Okay. How did you get on with that? Now my heart rate's up here. It's very much strength versus cardio, this exercise. Now using that other arm for counterbalance, belly button in, tuck that pelvis back a little bit. It does help to lock in the core and reach up to the ceiling. Don't let the dumbbell wander. That's not good for your elbow. So you should feel your arm brushing by your earlobe with each rep. Good. Breathe out. Slow it down. Take your time. Well done. Keep going. Whoops, the balance. The balance is tough here. Good. Focus. Find a fixed point in front of you and stare at it. That always helps, particularly with weights. Okay, now we have our narrow. All right. So we have our back rows. So narrow back rows I like to call these because the weights are pretty close to each other. So engage those back muscles and your tummy. Now I want you to really feel the shoulder blades coming behind you. Here you should be feeling the shoulder blades squeezing together. Good. Try and keep your back relaxed. That's it. You can use a mirror here. If you have a mirror, it's great feedback. Keep your neck relaxed as well. Good. Now you should be feeling some action going on between your shoulder blades there. Now those big muscles working hard. Well done. Drive those elbows back. Good work. That is great. Now we are on to the chair. Okay. So make sure your chair is fixed up against something sturdy so you're not going to, it's not going to move on you. We'll start with the left leg this time. So back and draw that heel in. And again, like I was saying, you can go down onto the floor for this if you prefer. So just in case you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, use a mat here now if you're on a wooden floor. I know I should as well. Good. Draw that leg back behind you. Contract that hamstring. So that's the back of your thigh. Now don't sink into it. It's something I have to remind myself. Keep those elbows nice, those arms nice and long. Good. You should be really feeling this now. It does quickly come in. You can feel that muscle working hard. Okay, stretch it back. That's it, just walk those fingertips away. Keep breathing. Well done, let's come up into position now. Get those hands. Now bring that heel towards your bottom. So just making sure the hands are in line with your elbow and your shoulder. You're not sinking down onto one side. Some people actually tend to fall to one side. Keep upright. Good. And curl that that heel towards your bottom. And the challenge here again is keeping that leg up. Try not to bow your lower back. Keep the back straight. You don't want to have stiff or sore lower back tomorrow. That's it, good. We've got that finisher coming up now. Either with or without weights, it's up to you. I'm going to go with a light pair. Well done, okay. Make your way up. Good work. Now I'll show it to you before we get our work beep. So we are reaching down and out to the side, okay? Right, let's go with that. And out to the side. Good. And reach. And out to the side. And you can speed this one up, particularly if you've gone body weight, if you like, just to really elevate that heart rate just before we finish out the workout today. Good. Keep that chest up for me. Now look forward. Let's see those lovely hard-working faces there. Reach out. Punch out. That's it. Good. Nice big Y shape for me. Well done. Good. Keep going. Make sure your tailbone is heading down to the floor. Knees tracking out over your toes. And well done. Let me give you a big clap with my dumbbells. You did a wonderful job. That is excellent work. Ooh, and my goodness, that really did elevate my heart rate. I am out of breath. Okay. That was a nice little finisher at the end. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me bring your heart rate down for you. Good work. Just pace, nice gentle pace forward and back. Will allow the heart rate to come down without your blood pooling in around your feet, which can make you feel a little nauseous. Okay. Now, as always, I will link up my cool down playlist for you. You'll find it in the description box below the video here, there for your convenience. Spend about 15 minutes cooling down, even 10 minutes if you're really caught for time. Best time I like to do it is when you have a bit of sweat or oil on your skin after a workout. Plus, I think you're in that exercise place, as I always call it, that little zone you go into when you work out. Thank you so much for joining me today. Drink your water, make sure you're hydrating to keep your allow your muscles to recover. And I will see you in the next video. You did great, big thumbs up.